So hello, my name is Meri Löyttöniemi. I'm a senior advisor for Aalto Sustainability Hub. We are with the Aalto University Sustainability. We are working with teaching, with research, with our campus as a living lab, and then our outreach and how we are communicating sustainability to our stakeholders. So we are involving and engaging everybody, but with our SDG program, we are mostly looking into research and research funding, how we can target our efforts better towards the SDGs, and also how to gain more funding. That's also a good motivator. And then how we can include SDGs into our teaching. That we are already not only at the starting phase. And then how we can integrate them into our communications when maybe giving tools to understand better the activities we are doing, like what if we want to combat climate change, or if we want to, with certain activities, we want to save energy, or we want to avoid food waste, or so on. And maybe for communicating, those little colorful boxes might help us in explaining quickly and easily what are we doing and why, and motivating people what to do. But with the SDG program, I think in the long run, it's supporting our strategy and how to make it more sustainable. And I think the weakness in the SDGs is the breadth. They have 169 sub-targets and already 17 different SDGs. That's a challenge to communicate, and if we want to make it everywhere, we don't make it anywhere. So we just need to focus on especially the research funding, certain teaching operations, and then campus projects. So we need to choose the things we do. So I would challenge everybody in Japan and all over the world to sign the SDG Accord. And that accord is targeted especially to universities and higher education institutes. And by signing the accord, to show the commitment to the global SDG agenda. And by signing, I'm very thankful for our rector finally signing for the accord, because then we can show that the whole university is behind the agenda. I think we have quite a long history of sustainability work. So I think the overall commitment is there, but when coming down to projects, to building level, to the campus life, then it becomes more tricky. When putting the sustainability goals into practice, that's hard work, I'd say. You certainly know that making those tough decisions on targets on the building level, energy efficiency, smart mobility, whatsoever, or biodiversity, and social sustainability, then it's already quite challenging.
So my name is Pirjo Kääriäinen. I work as a professor in design-driven fiber innovation between two schools, School of Design, School of Arts, Design and Architecture, and School of Chemical Engineering. Yes, so we are working with different kinds of biomaterials, especially wood-based. For example, Finland has so much wood forests, so we are exploring how we could use those materials that have been used earlier to paper, for example, how we can use them for more value-added products. On the other hand, we are exploring how we could recycle those materials. So either use natural resources which are renewable, and or how to recycle those ones. Yes, I'm from the design, and in fact that's one of the topics we've been exploring and trying to understand what makes sense in this collaboration. So what the role of design can be in the connection of material science or material research. So design is a very powerful tool. In fact, it can be used for, of course, design thinking, out of the box thinking, for example. It has a holistic approach which is needed for this early stage material research as well, very useful. Designers can help to imagine the applications or the potential, what the materials can be one day, or how they can be used. And of course designers are also very good in creative prototyping, but also communicating. So design has different kinds of roles in this context. Yeah, so in fact we are working. The cellulose is one of the components of wood, but it's also everywhere around us. It's in all growing materials like plants, and there is, for example, nowadays a material called nanocellulose, different kinds of nanocelluloses which have been processed somehow to this normal pulp and cellulose. And when this nanocellulose material has different kind of properties, so it's like almost like a plastic-like. It feels very nice, and it could be maybe in the future used for several kinds of approaches. It's very light also. Well, it's not yet water resistant, for example, this piece, but might be coming years. So cellulose is versatile material. It can be hard like that. On the other hand, it can be something fluffy, very soft. This is only cellulose pulp as well. No chemicals added. It can be also molded. It's again the changes. One of the interesting things is, of course, textile. How the material can be used in textiles. It's currently already used in viscose and rayon, but there are on those processes there are some harmful chemicals which we really would like to replace. So there is lots of research going around the globe currently related to these new ways to use bio-based materials for textiles. And also to use some of these processes to recycle of textiles. Well, my target definitely is to replace in the field of textiles all these oil-based materials, maybe also some of the cotton. I would really be happy to see that happen one day, because now we are wasting so much precious raw materials by throwing it away after we use it. So that's my personal dream, because I have my background in textiles. But it would be great to replace all plastics as well with more sustainable materials, bio-based materials or recyclable materials and so on.
My name is Kari Hans Kommunen, and I have a long history in Aalto University in the Media Lab, in the Department of Media, leading a research group called ARKI. And currently I'm working with societal design as my main research topic. Well, first of all, societal design is a sort of a new topic or new name, but the point is to think about societal structures and societal institutions and practices as some kind of designs that exist in society, and to also think about them as some kinds of structures that can be changed. So society is not only something that exists and cannot change, but is actually something that we can understand as designs and can think about better designs to replace some designs that we don't like so much. So that's one point. And the way how this connects to the sustainable design goals is that many of those goals are so closely connected to the institutions and rules and regulations and practices and traditions and the way how society works, that it's not easy or even possible to actually make them sustainable without also changing those institutions and structures. So that's why I feel that sustainable design always also requires societal design. So it's very important for the field of design to try to understand what kind of things in society could be changed and what could societal design be. So this is a big research topic. We don't have a good understanding of that yet. So the field of design needs to research this to contribute with societal design also to sustainable design goals, I think. Many societal designs, let's say for example laws, are already being designed by parliaments and lawmakers and so on. So there is a certain process how it happens. And maybe design could bring new methods into that. So more new ways of participation by different members of society, different stakeholders, and more kind of methods of understanding the consequences of a new law. For example, making some scenarios or design fiction or something about what are the impacts of some new law to society. So I feel design has many methods that can help in societal design, but the problem is that we have not practiced how to use those methods in lawmaking, and we don't understand as designers well enough the methods of lawmaking. So we need more multidisciplinary collaboration and transdisciplinary new learning, so that lawmakers can understand design and designers can understand lawmaking. So that's an example. I think that first of all, it's very important to try to get all citizens understand that society can be changed, because many people assume that it cannot be changed and they just have to adjust their own behavior in society, and maybe they don't like politics or something like that. But if more people understand that actually there are so many different methods that can actually change some structures, maybe they will have more hope of better solutions for some of the problems they now see. So I want to first of all raise this kind of awareness that everyone can be a participant in designing society in a small way or a bigger way, and also to encourage anyone who has professional abilities and capabilities to support such change to also think the same way and join forces. So my big hope is like facilitating such discussion and empowering people to think they can be change makers themselves and they can join together to make change.
アルト大学、フィンランドのですね、大学で世界のトップランクの大学に、SDGs についての取り組みを取材しました。2日間にわたって12以上の先生方にヒアリングをしたんですけれども、最大のポイントは大学全体で SDGs に対する取り組みをコミットメントを出しているということです。例えばビルの中でですね、環境に配慮する、レストランの水を、その研究に使うとかですね、ビルのそういうエネルギーをですね 毎回ウォッチをしていくと、いうような取り組みをしています。で、教育現場で非常に興味深かったのは、大学院のプログラムでですね、サステナブルビジネス、こういうコースがあるんですね。ビジネスをするということを教えるのは今までも必要だったわけですが、どうしたら持続可能なビジネスができるのかというコースをすでに持っているということです。で、これはですね、ビジネスだけではなくて、クリエイティブサステナビリティというプログラムもありまして、デザイン学部を中心にですね、どうしたらそのクリエイティブでサステナブルな社会を作っていくかというところにもですね、すでにプログラムを持っていると。で、さらにですね、ファッションの方ではサステナブルファッションという言葉を聞きました。つまり今私たちが消費しているですね、衣服、これをリサイクルできるようにしたりとか、あるいは自然に戻るような素材を科学的に作ることで、ゴミのない洋服がゴミにならない社会、サステナブルなファッションを作っていこうというですね、新しい大きなチャレンジもしているということが分かりました。それをですね、実際に社会でそういう社会を築いていくと同時に、学生と先生が一緒になって、そういう実際プログラム、プロジェクトを作っていると。で、そのプロジェクトはですね、先生が生徒を教えるということではなくて、いろんなプレイヤーが一緒になってですね、解決を考えていく、そこにデザイン思考を生かしているというところはですね、我々が非常に学ばなければいけないことだと思いました。